Howdy y'all, welcome to the channel. So today, giving a quick range report on the Heritage Barkeep. This is a single action 22 long rifle revolver here, 2-inch barrel, very small, and these are pretty cool. Now Heritage is kind of a budget company, so the finish, the materials they use are not going to be as nice as say Ruger or Smith & Wesson, but from my experience, these things really run and hold up very, very well. So I got this out to the range and it's a lot of fun. It's really gonna slow you down and you're gonna make every shot count because loading a single action revolver through the loading gate there, and while we're at it, we'll show clear on this. But loading these slows you down, and this one in particular, this has no extractor on the frame here, as is typical with a single action revolver in 22. This one, you get a little metal rod with a wooden handle and you use that to extract the casings. So kind of cool, don't lose that, or you're gonna be using a roll pin punch or something like that. But I put about 100 rounds through this. I have a 22 mag cylinder for this, so I ran about 25 of the 22 mags, some CCI hollow points, and I ran about 75 22 long rifle of varying manufacturers, and everything ran great. The revolver performed very well. I didn't even have any ammo issues, no light primer strikes or anything like that. These are just, they're just fun. So I don't really suggest this for new shooters for a couple of reasons. First off, your sight radius being very, very short, it's kind of hard to get on target. For a newer shooter, that's going to get a little frustrating if they're not able to get on target, and stretching these out to 15, 25 yards, something like that, is actually very challenging just because of that short sight radius. You just have kind of a rudimentary, trough sight and your blade sight as is kind of typical with these 22 revolvers. The other reason being, unloading is kind of counterintuitive. You actually are putting your fingers up in front of the barrel to do that. Now it is very safe with your loading gate open and on half cock. You cannot pull that trigger, it will not move. But for a newer shooter, that can be a little intimidating. They're taught a lot about safety, never pointed at something you don't wish to destroy, so putting your fingers up in front of there seems kind of counterintuitive. But the 4 or 6-inch models, you don't have that problem. It has the extractor on the firearm itself. So this is a little different. Does have a safety. All the Heritage 22 revolvers have a safety there. I do not like that personally. It's kind of strange to have on a single action revolver, the half cock is your safety, or all the way down as nothing will happen. But it's there. I am pretty good about ignoring it. It doesn't really bother me very often, but occasionally I actually activate that safety. I knock that up while I'm handling it, and then I go to shoot and click, and I can't, like, what the hell, did light primer strike or something? No, I put the safety on. So I don't particularly care for that, but for new shooters, that is actually a little bit of a bonus because you can throw that on safe. You can kind of see there your hammer, that transfer bar comes forward, it holds your hammer off. And that can be kind of a comforting feature for newer shooters, especially, like I said, getting your hands up in front of the muzzle to extract those spent casings. But range report, like I said, everything went great. 100 rounds through it, no problems. I always like to do 100 rounds on a first shots of impressions. I get a good feel for the firearm and kind of see if I'm able to get good accuracy with it. Not how accurate the firearm is, but how accurate I can be with it. This is definitely more accurate than I am. But I like to run about 100 rounds, and then I like to come back later and do a little bit longer review. And I will get that out to you at some point. I'm working on, I took a little time off YouTube. If you noticed that I wasn't making videos there for about a month or so, we had some family stuff going on, and a lot of extra work and some things like that, and it happens, life happens. So back on it now, gonna get a couple videos out you know, but I'll get working on a long-term review for this. And I can tell you that these Heritage revolvers are a lot of fun for not a lot of money. You can pick up the 4 or 6 inch ones for about $100. These Barkeeps are a little more, but still under 200. I think I picked this up for 170 or so, and this is a special edition. This is the Roses edition with the engraved grips and cylinder. The regular Barkeep is actually a little bit less than that. But you can pick up one of these, you know, like this is a 6 inch barrel. I've had this thing for about 4 or 5 years. I've put a ton of rounds through it, and this thing is just a lot of fun, and I've never had an issue with this at all. It's always gone bang like it's supposed to. So just cool little guns for budget. Great for teaching if you have youngsters, you want to teach them firearm safety and shooting. These are great for that. It really is a nice trip to the range because it slows you down and you focus on the marksmanship. So I really like single action revolvers for many reasons, but those are a couple of big ones. And Heritage, from my kind of limited experience with them, just owning 2 models of them, but they seem to be well constructed, even though they're not of maybe the best materials. So far so good on this Heritage Barkeep. A lot of fun. I'm going to keep shooting it, and I'll let you know how it goes in the future. That's what I got for you today. Don't forget to check out my campsite page. I'll link it in the description below. I gather some deals for y'all. Yes, you can go find those deals on your own, but those are all affiliate links. So if you want to help the channel out in any way, if you're going to purchase something anyway, check those links, maybe see if I have a link to that company or to that product. And purchasing that through my affiliate links doesn't cost you anything, but it does help the channel, helps me buy ammo, things like that. So I will see y'all next time I make a video. Appreciate you joining me. Y'all stay safe out there.